Okay, the news.
I've always wanted a bling kilt. I am very proud of my Scottish heritage. And for those of you who didn't know, I was born in Glasgow, raised in Glasgow. And this last summer, in fact, I was asked to be involved in the Commonwealth Games. And when I was asked, it came along with doing something I was very proud of, holding the Queen's baton and running with it through the streets of Glasgow. I thought, no one's going to show up. I was wrong. Hundreds of people came out to watch, and a pipe band greeted me when I was finished, and the mayor of town, all sorts of things happened. It was wonderful. And I was very proud. That was one of the proudest moments of, me being a Scotsman. And I also got involved with the opening number. I was asked to sing the opening. Did any of you watch it? Yes. Well, I did the opening number, and I redefined what is known as the Glasgow Kiss. Now, that made the papers all around the world. Seriously. And it made the papers because it caused a little bit of controversy. And I love a little bit of controversy in my life. When we do the show, to explain to you why and what happened, when we do the show, they make what is called a Bible for the show, which means it's got everything that is going to happen within the show that they think is relevant for the country, the Commonwealth country, or the other network to know. And also the camera shots, so the network can decide when they want to go to a commercial break if they are a commercial organization. And they said, we're going to have to put this in the Bible. And I said, but hold on a minute, we're just showing how Gretna Green, people go to Gretna Green to get married, and also how Scotland and the United Kingdom are proud of, equality and everything that's happening. I said, so would you do it? Would you put it in the Bible if it was a man and a woman kissing? And they said, well, no. And I said, well, then that's normal to me. You're not going to put that in the Bible. So they didn't. So the countries had no idea it was coming. And they couldn't go to a commercial. But what it did show is for all those countries that don't have equality laws, it showed that the very next day, they weren't hit by a natural disaster, or they weren't destroyed by something from higher up, right? Everything was okay. So I'm very proud of that, because some of those countries, because of this and the discussion that it created with their governments, changed their equality laws. Oh yes, well there we are. I'm waiting for the next picture. There we go. There's me with my MBE letter. Yep, that is me. The day I got the MBE and the letter, and I was signing autographs, and Gavin was walking around the office going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my, oh my, oh my God. I'm like, who died? He said, nobody. He said, you got an MBE? Read. And I went, what have I done? And I read on that said, for services to entertainment and to charity. And I thought, oh my God, I can't believe this. It says I can't tell anybody. I called my mom and dad, and I called my husband Scott, and I told them right away, because I figured, God forbid anything happens to any of them, and I've kept this a secret. What are they going to do, come after me? So I told them. And they were the three people that I took to Buckingham Palace, my husband Scott, and my mom and dad. Now the day that we were sitting waiting to go into Buckingham Palace, we're in the car outside, and I couldn't drive. I was way too nervous. Just was. I mean, it's a huge honor to be honored like that by your country. And so I was in the car, and I was sitting waiting, and my dad turns to my mom at the back of the car, and he says, Marion, isn't it amazing? We're about to drive into Buckingham Palace with our son. And just as he said that, a policeman came up and knocked on the window. And I put the window down, and I said, yes. And he said, Mr. Barrowman, I just wanted to say congratulations and thank you for all you do for the community. And I went, thank you, officer. And Scott went, really? It's an outfit. It's a nice outfit. I'll buy one for you. You've already got the pilot's outfit. Let's play pilot and policeman. Never change. So we drive into Buckingham Palace and you park in the square in the middle. And as we parked the car and we all got out of the car, and obviously I'm wearing my full kilt before I blinged it. And I said, Mom, you're gonna hold this arm. Dad, you're gonna hold this arm. And Scott, you grab my dad's and we're gonna walk up the steps of the palace together. And we did. We started walking, and as we're walking, my mom leaned forward and she turned to all of us and she said, you know, when I was pushing you out 48 years ago, I never thought that one day I'd be walking up the steps of that palace with my very own queen. I couldn't really be angry with her, but I took her Chanel handbag away for a little while. But I'm very, very proud of my, oh yes, I almost forgot. I almost forget this. There it is. And some people actually, would you believe, are like, oh, I think it's terrible that he shows it everywhere. I don't care. I'm proud of this. Yeah! I've got it with me everywhere I go. I'll be on some of those Virgin Atlantic flights, and in those boring moments, they'll come over to me and go, Mr. Barrowman, it's wonderful about your MB. I'm like, do you want to see it? I got it. And my mom, when I don't have it, has got it in her purse at the supermarket in America, in Palm Springs. They have no clue what an MBE is, but she tells them. It's wonderful. The fact that I've been honored by the United Kingdom, I am truly honored myself and humbled by it. Which brings me back to being proud. And proud of my heritage, proud of where I'm from. And I was able to put a song on this album because I had the freedom to do it. No record company would ever let me put on a traditional Scottish song. This is probably my most favorite Scottish song of all time because it reminds me of my friends, it reminds me of my family who are with me, and my family who are no longer with me. And it reminds me of the wonderful, beautiful place, Scotland. By yon bonny banks, and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love will never meet again. On the bonny, bonny bank